Welcome to Meet the Member. Today we have with us one of our members, Kevin Smith. And here at CEO Zones, we're all about chief executives and how they might be able to help their community. Of course, we're all about culture, execution, and optimization. But today we want to show you one of our members that's in our generosity zone. Kevin was inspired by a personal experience where a stranger returned his lost wallet and led him into a mindset of paying it forward and creating what is now a global movement called Kindness Worldwide. Kevin's day job, he's the founder of a wealth advisory practice, which I'm sure many CEOs get those calls every day, but this is a man who actually gives back. And I would encourage you to call me if you want a reference about Kevin's wealth management skills. I guess the other thing I would say, behind every giving man, there's a stronger woman. So Ann and Kevin live in York, Pennsylvania. I had the pleasure to have dinner with them just last month, and I'll just call them a power couple. So welcome, Kevin. What inspired you to found Kindness Worldwide?
Oh, well, thank you, Bill. Well, the best way to describe it is that it's been an indescribable adventure of a lifetime. It began innocently enough. A young woman returned my wallet moments after I realized I'd left it behind after a routine trip to the grocery store on Good Friday morning, 2023. And at the time, I thanked this young woman. It all happened very quickly, and afterwards, I felt I should have done more. She literally went above and beyond, went the extra mile, so to speak, for me. I felt I should have gone the extra mile for her and thanked her in a more meaningful way. And in that innocent attempt to simply identify who this young woman was, thank her in a more meaningful way, it suddenly took on a life of its own. Became an adventure of a lifetime, really impossible to put into words, and it became so much more than thanking her in a more meaningful way. It became about making a meaningful difference. It actually opened up pathways, multiple serendipitous moments, one after another you wouldn't believe, but ultimately it inspired me to form the nonprofit Kindness Worldwide, which has a vision to create a culture of kindness in communities throughout the world. And it was all because of the ripple effects of this one act of kindness. Kindness, I believe, is the world's greatest superpower. It's a power we each possess if we simply choose to exercise it. And this one act of kindness has ripple effects that continue to endure to this day.
And I can attest to that because I get to follow you when you're truly in Houston or in Tuscany or, I forget where else we've touched base, and that's where you've been those days. So, in any event, on your website, which is kindnessworldwide.org, there's a thing called ambassadors. What is a kindness ambassador? Why is there a kindness ambassador? Where are kindness ambassadors? Just kind of give us that
Yeah,
first.
well, ambassadors are those who champion the mission and vision of kindness worldwide. They are those who, in various ways, are champions of kindness. They either lead by their example, lead with kindness. Perhaps some of them might run their own organizations, their own nonprofits doing meaningful work. Or maybe they're just individuals who are just good people who, guided by heart, passion, and purpose, believe in what we're trying to do and help champion that effort. The vision is ultimately to have an ambassador from every state in the country and every country in the world. The ambassadors also are those who often introduce our signature initiative, which is Kindness Week Worldwide. That has really started a global movement. We want to elevate kindness to the global shared value that represents all of humanity. We all agree we need more kindness in our world today. Well, how do we get more kindness in our world? Well, I think we encourage it, we recognize it, we reward it, and we celebrate it. And that's what Kindness Week Worldwide is all about, getting proclamations, formal recognition by governors and mayors, and bringing the magic of Kindness Week to communities all throughout the world, and the ambassadors are a big champion of that effort.
So when is Kindness Worldwide Week?
Kindness Week Worldwide is always 8 days in November. It's the Saturday before World Kindness Day to the Saturday after. World Kindness Day is always November 13th each year. So this year, Kindness Week Worldwide will be November 8th through the 15th, Saturday to Saturday. Why 8 days? Well, we think kindness deserves an extra day of the week, so we went the extra mile to add an extra day. And I also identified 8 characteristics of kindness in this journey. I felt kindness needs to be defined in a better way. And so those 8 characteristics are gratitude, patience, forgiveness, empathy/compassion, respect, joy, generosity, and service. So symbolically, we have one day for each of the characteristics. And by the way, that's the way the calendar falls. Veterans Day always will fall during Kindness Week Worldwide. And one of the core elements of the framework of Kindness Week Worldwide is blood donation. Blood donation costs us nothing other than our time. It's very symbolic of paying an act of kindness forward. It can literally save lives. And what better way to honor our veterans, many of whom have shed their blood for the freedoms we enjoy, than to donate our own to show our gratitude and respect for their service, which are 3 of the 8 characteristics of kindness.
That's pretty cool. So just give us a sample. How many states do you have ambassadors in, or what's your progress here in the U.S., for instance?
Yes, well, right now I think we're about 21 ambassadors. There's 8 more in the wings to be announced. I typically announce them 8 at a time for symbolic reasons. So we have ambassadors in Australia, in Greece. We're going to be announcing an ambassador from Saudi Arabia. In Germany coming up. In the U.S., we have ambassadors in Pennsylvania, in Maryland. We'll be naming them in Florida, Utah. So again, the ranks are growing. The ultimate goal is to have an ambassador from every state in every country. We've got a ways to go, but we're well on our way as well. So more to come, but we'll be announcing our next round of 8 here in the relatively near future.
Very cool. Very cool. So that kind of leads me to, okay, maybe a CEO or a spouse of a CEO might want to be an ambassador. They would go to your website, and it looks like it's really easy. I did it earlier today to get your attention and say, hey, I might be interested in that. But let's say the common CEO just wants to be kind in their organization. It looks like you have these things called toolkits that you can download. I was fortunate enough to get one personally from you, so it's laminated. I went to the download. I could print it out myself if I wanted to laminate it. But I see the good in you. You catch someone doing something kind and you give them the card. Ken Blanchard being a friend of mine from 3 decades ago, you catch someone doing something good in your management by walking around. This is the same type of concept. And then on the back, let's go the extra mile for kindness together. No act of kindness is too small. On that concept, so you have the whole toolkit. You can go use it. Your website is quite beautiful. When we met a year plus ago, I might have been the one that said, hey, can we help you clean that up? And you did get professional help, so that was good. And the card itself, they download it, they share it. Is there any way you can track all these kindness moments, or how does that happen?
Yeah, so you're referring to our kindness cards. We have 2 types. See the good. If you see someone being kind, you acknowledge them. It's a way for them to be seen. Give it to them, and they're encouraged to pass it forward to continue the ripple effect. We also have Be the Good cards, which have 16 separate acts of kindness, one on each card. And these were merchants during Kindness Week Worldwide would hand them out at point of sale, and the recipients encouraged to perform that act and pass it on. But we have many toolkits and resources on the website. So the kindness cards is just one element to promote mindful kindness, consistent with our vision. But we have resources to bring the magic of Kindness Week Worldwide to your community. It tells you how to go about it. It's very simple, easy to do. It has the proclamation that any mayor or governor can sign with the mere stroke of a pen. Has all the elements of the basics of the framework. But within that framework, communities and organizations are free to embrace the spirit of Kindness Week Worldwide, limited only by the bounds of their imagination and creativity. We have actionable ideas on the website through these toolkits, resources for schools. We actually have programs to promote kindness in businesses. There actually is a direct connection. Studies have shown that organizations who have a culture of kindness in them, it also actually leads to improved outcomes. Return on investment improves, employee retention improves, the culture improves, all the things that lead to return on investment actually we can get to through by leading with kindness. So I always say the key to ROI is ROK, return on kindness. Kindness costs nothing, but the returns are really infinitesimal. And there's going to be programs that will be launching soon about bringing kindness initiatives to the workplace. We have programs to implement in schools. We think we should be teaching values and kindness to our next generation who are going to be the future leaders of this country and the world. So there's many initiatives. We're going to be launching a music initiative. Music brings people and communities together. Sports brings people and communities together. Artistic creation. There's many pathways towards the achievement of the vision to create a culture of kindness in communities throughout the world. So it's not just some pie in the sky idea. There's actually multiple paths to promote mindful kindness. And our hope is that when this movement broadens and further spreads, we want to bring the magic of Kindness Week worldwide to every state, to every country. I called on every member nation of the United Nations when I gave the keynote address at the General Assembly in Palermo, Italy, to the World Kindness Movement last October. There are pathways there for that to be achieved. And once we hit that tipping point where everyone's just talking kindness all the time, now we can make kindness intentional. And we can talk about what does it really mean to create a culture of kindness in our workplaces, in our schools, in our communities. That's how we make our world a better place. I believe change begins with ourselves. My world began to change when I stopped pointing the finger at others. I looked in the mirror and I pointed at me. I realized I've got to be the change I wish for. I've got to lead by my own example. I'm trying to do just that, but also inspire others to lead by their example as well. And if we each do that, we each can be that ripple to start a wave and further this movement and actually make our world a better place.
So two things came out of that for me personally. One, do you hire yourself out as a marriage counselor? Because I might need one. But seriously now, the second one, the ROK, culture, as you know, high performance culture, that's what wakes me up in the morning. That's what still makes me want to have this online community called CEO Zones, is getting people to be treated well within the culture and then actually having better profits than anybody who doesn't. And my classic of that would be my dear friends at Chick-fil-A kind of set the example for me back in the 70s all the way through to here we are in 2025. So that would be of a special interest where you might just have, when you have your corporate or business toolkit ready, I'm volunteering now to help you promote the heck out of that, because we have many tens of thousands of CEOs email addresses. We have the YouTube channel, we have our website, we have the online community of CEOs. So in that realm, I would love to volunteer to kind of help you get that rolling.
Well, I appreciate that. And by the way, speaking of that, Bill, one of our ambassadors is Shireen El-Tabghi. And you may know the name Tony Hsieh, founder of Zappos, the late Tony Hsieh, but she partnered with Tony Hsieh and developed a program called Delivering Happiness, because there was a culture of kindness. Certainly within Zappos, Tony Hsieh was a big advocate of happiness and kindness. And so she works for an organization called the Kinder Foundation. We collaborate with them and other worthwhile organizations in the kindness space. But we're going to be launching and announcing our Kinder Workplaces initiative to bring that into organizations that are interested, because there are measurable outcomes and metrics, as you alluded to, where when you have a culture of kindness in your workplace, it leads to the ROI and all of the things that are important to add value to an organization.
Totally believe in that. So we're here. If you ask us, we're going to aim the gun and hopefully shoot a couple targets for you. So I want to, as we bring this session of Meet the Member to a close, one, thank you so much for allowing us to have you as Kindness Worldwide in our Generosity Zone. And then make sure everybody has your contact information. The website is kindnessworldwide.org. Your Instagram is @KindnessWeekOfficial. Your Facebook page is fb.kindnessweekworldwide, all one word for everybody. You have a LinkedIn company page, which is Kindness Week Worldwide with a hyphen between it. And your individual LinkedIn profile is Kevin-Smith-A0040819. And as you know, I know quite a few Kevin Smiths. So we got that straightened out about a year ago as well. But in any event, thank you so much for being our guest. Thank you for being a member of CEO Zones, and we really appreciate you.
Well, thank you. It's likewise, my friend. I appreciate all of your support and your organization. Certainly you are one who leads with kindness and are a champion of kindness. So thank you so much. It's truly an honor to be here.
Thank you.